My wife is at work show.
Welcome back to the My Wife is at Work show. The variety show I make for my future wife for the day that she goes into work, usually Thursdays. It's been a little sporadic the last couple weeks, but we're back to Thursdays. Rachel, if you're watching, hope you had a good day at work. I know you're on the way back currently, so we'll get right into it. A little quick show today. Our first segment of the week, for Austin's weekly obsession this week, I don't know if there's been any bigger news this week than Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting engaged. It had like 5 million likes on Instagram in like 20 minutes, which I saw over Rachel's shoulder. Hi, Rachel. Obviously the biggest thing that's happened in entertainment in quite a while, so that was something that I was very unavoidably able to see. Very cool for the both of them. I wanted to present 3 questions today in relation to Travis and Taylor's engagement. The first one, when are they getting married? I'm going to try and sleuth and use my detective skills to try and guess when they're going to get married. When's the date? When's it going to happen? I feel like with a lot of celebrity couples, they always end up being engaged for a while and then they get married a lot later on. I know this from personal experience because we are getting married almost 14 months after we're getting engaged, Rachel. So that is why I think that's possibly why it will be in the next year or so. So, early contenders. I'm thinking 22. 22's got to mean something, right? Like either the day 22, maybe like 22 months from now, because the famous song 22, very numerically centered song, obviously. 13. She loves the number 13. That's another thing it could be. It could be 13 months from now. It could be a 13th day. It could be 22 plus 13. I'm gonna go with, I think they're gonna get married exactly 1 year after this album comes out. I think it's gonna be the 13th of October of next year is when they're gonna get married. That is my deduction that I have made. We'll see if that ages well or not. They could already be married, I don't know. The next question was, where will they get married? We're asking the who, what, when, where, why, and hows today. Where are they going to get married? They're very famous and very rich. I have no idea. It's kind of a dumb question because I don't know them personally, unfortunately. I'm going to guess it's either going to be very low-key with not a lot of people in like Pennsylvania or Ohio or something where they both grew up or where they're from. Or they'll go and splurge on some crazy big venue. I don't know if that's a thing that they would like to do. I'm going to guess the second one. I think it's going to be this big event. It's going to be like the royal wedding, you know, all that British stuff. I don't really know any of that. It's British, I think. And I'm sure it'll happen in some big city like New York or Los Angeles or Paris or I don't know, freaking Melbourne, Australia. It's going to be in a big city. That's all I know. I'm putting my money on Paris, France, the city of love. LOL. And the last question, so they're getting married. They're probably going to have children. What are they going to name their kid? What's the first kid's name going to be? If they have one, if they have multiple, I don't know. Taylor and Travis, you know, you got the double T's going, you got the alliteration happening. I think they definitely got to keep it on brand. They got to have a T name. I think it's something like Tyler. I think it's not Tyler, not the singer. Tyler. And then if it's a girl, maybe like, I don't know, Trinity or Tristan. I don't know, that's kind of like a unisex name, right? It's gonna be something with a T. I don't know if I actually answered anything with these 3 questions I presented, but I have definitely given answers that are definitely not conclusive. It probably won't happen. But it's fun to speak on it and conspiracize. Conspiracize, is that even a word? Rachel, comment down below what you think of my 3 questions I'm asking there, and let's see if they happen. Let's see how those age. Our next segment,
Austin
the
Sports
loudest car ever
Saloon.
going past me. Oh my gosh. Are we drag racing on a 25-mile-an-hour road? What are we doing? Your exhaust does not sound cool to me. I don't want to hear your car, respectfully. Getting a little sassy today. Sports news. Texas Rangers, this is more of my sports news. Everyone keeps getting injured. We've gotten the injury bug. Marcus Semien, one of my favorite players, out for the year. Nathan Eovaldi, out for the year. Corey Seager, out for at least like 15 days. Got appendicitis. Rest in peace to the homie. Hunger Games. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. Pretty good impression. Rangers have really gone downhill. Injuries galore. Let's hope we get in better shape by spring training so I can see them and they can sign my baseball cards. That would be very sick. And more important sports news today, Rachel, the Packers traded for Micah Parsons. They sent away their other defensive guy, who I will have to look up because I don't know the name, respectfully, because they don't talk about that guy being traded. Micah Parsons was traded to the Packers in a deal that gave the Cowboys 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark, who's also really good. They just interviewed him in the last preseason game, and he talked about how he loved being on the Packers, I thought, for like 10 years. Kenny Clark's gone. Micah Parsons is in. Rachel all of a sudden is going to be a huge Micah Parsons fan. That might be a Christmas gift. You know, a little Micah Parsons jersey down the line. Just a little spoiler there, Rachel. A little Easter egg. I'm full of Easter eggs like Taylor Swift. Yeah, Packers just got a lot better. Oh my God, that Micah Parsons was single-handedly holding the Cowboys together. I think he was the glue guy of that team. He was their glue. He kept them together. I think that adds a lot of depth to that Packers defense, which I already think this year is going to be really good. I have them in fantasy, so this is amazing for me. I'm French now. Packers just got a lot better. NFC North, scary division. Wouldn't want to be in it. I'd prefer the AFC West, which is also scary. I'm generally scared. That's how I am these days. So that's kind of crazy. As my voice cracks. All right, our next segment.
Lovebirds Book Club.
Our Lovebirds Book Club this week, Rachel and I read These Summer Storms. I'm not going to lie to you. This is another book where I'm not totally sure if I remember everything that happened because it was kind of a generic read. Essentially, the reason it's called These Summer Storms is because, well, there's quite literally a giant storm that happens on this island they go to. But also it's a metaphorical storm, you know, it's the storm in their hearts, emotionally. They go through a lot of turmoil and, you know, they come out of it, you know, with rainbows and sunshines at the end. I personally didn't care for really any of these characters. It was a lot of really generic and generalizations of characters. You got like the one guy who's like, you know, not that great. I can't say the A word, but he's kind of a duty head. Typical brother activity. You got the one younger sister that's like secretly keeping the family together and has like her own little secret. You got the rebellious main protagonist who is very hard to relate to because she's kind of edgy for no reason. Quickly falls in love with this random dude, even though she lets no one ever in her life. And after 3 days, she is saying "I love you" to this man, which is kind of crazy. I said "I love you" after a couple months, Rachel. I didn't do it after 3 days. Look at these people. That's kind of crazy. All right. Mother character is very interesting. This book was very similar to The Perfect Couple. It's the show Rachel and I were watching very recently. I didn't really care for the book. I was waiting out for the ending to be really good, and the ending sucked, man. It was terrible. It was like a top 5 worst ending of all time. I'm being dramatic. Probably wasn't top 5 worst of all time. There's dinosaur books. Dinosaurs die at the end of those. It wasn't as bad as that. But can you please stop spoon feeding me narratives? Can you let go of my hand for 1 second and just let me embrace these characters and like what they do? God damn it. This style of writing really infuriates me. We're currently reading another book that's a little scarier, a little more intense, and Rachel's like, oh no, I don't want to read this book. Oh, it's a little scary. I don't know what's going to happen. It's because they're not holding your hand, Rachel. They're letting you experience the narrative and the literary elements firsthand. They're not just telling you everything that's happening. That's not a story. Ran over. This book was 2 stars out of 5. Did not care for it. I hope I never read this book again. Next segment.
Sporkle Quiz of the Week.
Sporkle Quiz of the Week. Of course, every week. I'm trying to impress my fiance/future wife, Rachel Los, with some funny Sporkle quizzes where I try to, do random quizzes, just to appease her, just to do fun stuff. This week we're doing multiplication tables. I found a really fun multiplication table quiz on Sporkle. We're going to see if I can do all of these in 3 minutes. This is going to be a tough go because I have not done general math in probably 10 years. So if I can get it to screen record, that would be great. For some reason, this only works half the time, Rachel. I don't know why. My Mac might need a little update. Oh my god, isn't it Shift Command 5 is a screen record on a Mac? I'm gonna Google that real quick just because we have the time. Shift Command 5 not working on Mac. Welcome to tech support segment. Is it not Shift Command 5? Oh my gosh, this is just like that one Marvel Cinematic Universe quiz all over again. How to screen record on a Mac. Press Command Shift 5. Am I pressing in the wrong order? Command Shift 5. Dog, that didn't do anything. Alright, we're just going to do the quiz. I'm going to put the results up later. Hopefully it records. Alright, 6 times 7, 42. 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 3, 18. 5 times 5, 25. 7 times 3, 21. 7 times 4, 28. 2 times 8, 16. 5 times 6, 30. 7 times 8, 56. 5 times 9, 45. 6 times 4, 24. This is a lot of numbers. Holy shit. Oh, no, shoot. 10. 27. 18. 15. 56. 2. Tried to trick me there. 10. I've already done that one. 15. 49. Oh my god, we're not going to finish this. I gotta shut up. 60. 7. 8. 8. I'm trying not to use my fingers. 7. 40. 8. 90. 8. 100. 45. 8. 6. 70. 24. 4. 36. Oh my god, 56. 63. 9. I almost did addition there. I almost messed up. I almost added them. That's not good. 80. I'm only halfway done. Holy shoot. This is going to be crazy. 60. 40. 12. 36. The 9s and 8s trip me up. Oh my gosh, I don't know why. 1. 21. 50. 45. 54. 12. I almost added again. It's not 7, it's 12. 20. 6. 3. 28. 9. 81. 3. 9. 10. 14. 14 again. Screw you. 12. 6. 24. 19, 27, 30, 36. 4. 42. 20. 30. 35. 20. 21. No, what the heck? 21. My dyslexia. 30. 16. 40. 24. 10. 18. 32. Whoa, what the heck? Oh my god, the screen record came on. What the heck? Where did you come from? It's too late now. I'm already doing this. Gosh darn lag. 8, 16, 24. You threw off my swagger. You threw off my game, my aura. All right, we gotta finish this. We gotta lock in. 35. 16. No. 90. 27. Oh my god, 63. I'm so close to being done too. 70. 54. 64. 5. 50. 80. 5. It's like a really confusing New Year's countdown. I don't know what the numbers mean, but we're counting something. 48. 20. 12. Not a comma. 4. Oh yeah. The average score is 82. Who was out here getting 82 on this? Like 5-year-olds? I mean, I only finished with 13 seconds left, so I can't really say anything, can I? All right, well, that was interesting. Is this even going to let me take a screenshot? Oh my god. You useless mofos. Needlessly hard technology. All right, moving into our last segment.
Music, movies, madness.
I haven't really watched or listened to anything this week. I know, groundbreaking. Next week I'm going to come prepared with a little bit more stuff. I'm very sorry, Rachel. I haven't been consuming as much media. I've only really seen one thing, and it was going to be Austin's Weekly Obsession until this Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce stuff happened. Have you guys seen the movie K-Pop Demon Hunters? Of course you have. It's everywhere now. I listen to the soundtrack in my tennis classes, for God's sake. If you haven't seen it, great film. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. Never thought I would say that. It's an animated, musical, Korean pop, demon hunting. So many genres, so many emotions. It's only 90 minutes long. I would relate it a lot to the Spider-Verse movies that came out recently. It is also made by Sony, who also made those movies. It is a very, very entertaining watch. A lot happens in 90 minutes. It's like almost the anti-Killers of the Flower Moon It's not 4 hours and you're actually watching paint dry. It's 90 minutes of like, oh, there's this, oh, there's this, oh, there's this. Oh my God, I have ADHD. Everyone here is doing so much stuff. You're just very overstimulating. There is a lot that happens. The music is very good. The art is very good. The story is good. It's a lot of emotional depth. They're not holding my hand. I gotta look for some stuff. I gotta actually look into the narrative. Yeah, overall, great film. Rachel, you should watch it. Songs are bangers. It's a good watch. Yeah. That's really the only thing I watched. I haven't really been doing a lot with entertainment stuff. Getting back into Baby Butter reviews. Those will be back starting tomorrow, I believe, and then we'll cover some of that next week for this segment of music, movies, and madness. Comment below, Rachel, if you want to see something specific you want me to cover. Sabrina Carpenter's new album comes out soon. We're probably going to do that one when it comes out. Yeah, post-credit scene. We're going to add 2 new segments next week. They're going to be bangers. We're keeping them under wraps until next week, Rachel, so you can't know what they are until they happen. Today's show is a little faster because I had a lot of stuff going on prior to this. But next week, we're adding 2 new segments. The show won't be that much longer. There's going to be a little more content to consume. 2 new segments. One of them is going to be very musical. One of them is going to be very narrative-driven, very voice-overy. That's my hints. Those are my Easter eggs. I'm basically Temu Taylor Swift. We're basically the same person. I'm the 99-cent version. Anyways, that's all the time we have for this week. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. Leave a comment for anything you'd love to see in the future. And most importantly, Rachel, I can't wait for you to come home. Watch the show, sir. I love you. Bye.
You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.